Hi there, it's March 15th. It's about 10 after 3, and I had an interesting morning. I had the opportunity to meet with a bunch of cultural workers from the different areas in Simcoe County. So who I saw this morning was a wonderful woman by the name of Nancy Bodie. She actually came up to give a talk on the importance of regional art councils to us, and so she's the executive director of the York Region Arts Council, and so she was telling us some of the advantages that it can bring to smaller arts councils, as well as telling us the challenges that they face or the goals that they are setting for themselves. So this is a really interesting talk. Obviously, some of the advantages of us working together in the area for a regional arts council will be to do cross-marketing, cross-promotion, and increase our profile, extend the boundaries, open the doors for artists to increase their profile beyond their immediate community, which is ultimately the goal of every artist. So this made a lot of sense. I met another interesting man at that meeting. His name is Michael Martin, and he was there on behalf of the Aurelia Department of Culture, Arts and Culture, and so he was able to sort of provide us some information from a municipal standpoint in terms of what other types of funding are out there. I guess I should have mentioned that we're actually all meeting at the Trillium Foundation, which is really great at sort of providing funding for upstarting of new organizations that will serve the wider community. So what Michael Martin was telling us all is that the province has they initiated the regional tourism project, and so he actually thought, because there was $2.2 million in that budget, that there may be some way for us either to tap into those funds to form a regional council, or else that they may actually be starting to do the work that we're talking about through the tourism services, and that where a regional arts council could come into play is we could actually advocate on behalf of arts and culture to make sure that we are effectively profiled in tourism across the region. I know that many people don't feel that the tourism branches of the municipalities represent arts and culture well, but it's tourism. The tourism department sort of works on a membership basis, and so as long as you're an artist and willing to pay that membership, you will be represented with them. So anyway, something that Lakeshore Muse has just initiated is we are working together as a group of studios and marketing ourselves as the Lakeshore Muse. And so we've actually approached Tourism Barrie to see if they would in fact allow us to sign up as a membership as Lakeshore Muse, so that we could list us collectively, and they've agreed to that. So if you are willing to collaborate, great things can happen. Anyway, I forwarded all that really cool information off to the rest of the Barrie Arts and Culture Council, letting them know that there could be further meetings, and also to our Department of Culture, because I think that in order for us to deal with something, this sort of wide scope of dealing with communities, that we need the Department of Culture involved, obviously. And so I just forwarded them all the information I could regarding that. Something that I was shared was the South Simcoe actually has an arts directory, and that's actually something that Barrie's Arts and Culture Council has been talking about, is do we in fact need a printed directory, a cohesive directory. What was interesting to find out is that Nancy Bodie from the York region said that they had done a study, and that most people these days are in fact researching things online through Google. So although a directory is really great to have, maybe even more so just for artists and organizations, as a research tool to increase our database of contacts. She's saying that if somebody wants to see something, an event or a concert or whatever, and has a free day and wants to plan something, they're actually going to go online to do that. And that a lot of the paper is now just being recycled because there's just we're constantly inundated. So again, another great argument to have a fantastic Barrie Arts network, and hopefully eventually even a Simcoe County regional network of artists and calendars, etc., to go along with that. Anyway, another cool contact I met there, it always pays to do these volunteer things, is I actually met, I believe, the director of the Blue Mountain Foundation up in Collingwood, and they are currently taking submissions for our art exhibitions, and so it just so happened that I had that application on my desk ready to put together. And so when I met her, I just mentioned, I said, that's really nice to meet you, I'm actually looking at submitting. And she's just like, oh, you're kidding, what does your work deal with? And so I told her about my rural transitions project, and she was really excited, and she was excited that I was sort of dealing in a combination or mixed media way. So she was very encouraging. She goes, you go home and put your application in right away. We're looking at them as we come in, and we're sort of booking them if we see something we like. So it was just really nice that she was that supportive, and so sure enough, I came home, and that's the first thing I worked on. So I'll be sending that off to them tomorrow, and if anybody's interested in looking up that call for submissions yourself, you're going to want to go to the Arts Center, the Blue Mountain Foundation for the Arts, and I believe that call is on Akimbo. So feel free to get your own submissions in. Oh, and if you're not on Akimbo, please subscribe to Akimbo. It's a fantastic resource. Ted Fullerton actually put me onto that, so thank you very much, Ted. Let's see, anything else? Just wanted to remind you, if you're not on the Barrie Arts Network yet, do that. Congratulations to Metzger's Downtown, the jewelers. I believe they actually make everything on site for the most part. So if you're looking for handcrafted jewelry, head on down. They have a new location, still on Dunlop Street, but it's sort of a nice fresh beginning for them. There's also a call for artists right now. It's called Arts on Main, and again, that's happening in South Simcoe Arts Council is putting that on. I think I have about 10 of these. So these will be down at my space at JillPriceStudios's, which is 117 Lakeshore News, if you want to pick these up. The South Simcoe Arts Council, it sort of combines Alliston, Cookstown, Innisfil, and I think 2 others. Anyway, they really seem to have their act together in terms of putting these festivals together. It's open to emerging and established artists and artisans. And that festival happened May 28th to June 11th. So if you're looking for an opportunity to get involved, come down, pick one of these up, or maybe probably just Google their website, which is, in fact, www.southsimcoeartscouncil.com. I think that's all the news I have today. Have to still go and get a piece framed. Drop off to the Barrie Art Gallery for their annual fine art fundraiser, which is happening May 11th, by the way, if you're interested. And what else do I have to do this week? I think that's the main thing. Of course, other than getting my application in, but every day there seems to be a little bit of administration that needs to happen, and I also have to start thinking about my banner for the Barrie Spring Art Tour. Still waiting to hear if I got into the Images Studio Tour, and the time frame call for submissions is slowly coming to an end. If you are thinking of submitting for that, I believe that's a March 31st deadline for time frame, which is a Caledon exhibition that's being put together in conjunction with Double Doors Gallery. Sorry about that, I went blank. So that's about it for today. Thank you for those who are turning in regularly. I'll try and give you little tips or opportunities that are out there for you every day. And so that's it. So I'll see you tomorrow, and hopefully I'll have some news for you tomorrow regarding something I've mentioned in the past. And again, if anybody would like me to mention something they have upcoming in the future, then just post a comment to my YouTube broadcast site, which is just Google JillPriceStudios's webcam, and you should be able to comment there or ask them to say something on the blog. Okay? And thanks to the Downtown Business Association, they've actually included my link to my blog in their promotion to people in the community. So you know, they're open to helping us in any way, and so that's really exciting too. All right, goodbye. Have a great day.